Hello and welcome back to the Cape Claw Ocean Force Point Temple.
Now we're to
God
Cape
damn it.
Claw. To Cape Claw.
We're redoing this goddamn puzzle, only now we have to deal with yet more broken fire blast controls, and it's now significantly more precise than it was before. Colored flame matches up with the colored statues. You have 3 minutes. Attempt to not get pissed off.
Can you hit the correct ones?
In time. That's the real
Spin
issue.
around in circles while we are in circles and get
Did we get it? Yay! Alright, now we have to move.
I kind of remember this one. Honestly, the strongest memories I have of me doing this particular segment, I think I was at my grandparents' house and I was playing on my GameCube with like that portable screen that was really cool when that was a thing.
I don't remember the GameCube having that kind of accessory.
Oh, it's an accessory, all right. It was one of the coolest things I ever had. You could play it in the car, you could play it at other people's houses. Hell yeah.
Well, the GameCube was, a lunchbox specifically so that you could take it to other places and play with other people. Yay, we solved it.
We actually did.
And now we have to do the block pushing puzzle again. Mind you, this block pushing puzzle is pretty much almost exactly the same as it was before. So
I think they use the exact same cinematic music too.
yes, they do.
The most dramatic thing that can have happen is the camera moving over to the other room. While strange jellyfish-shaped creatures are spinning above our heads, you have failed.
Yes, we failed, but that's okay. There are plenty of magic gems on the upper platforms.
Think now left.
Nope, forward.
But from
Now backwards.
I'm not sure where's the width. If this was a cardboard box, where would it say this side up?
You know what? That is a good point. I am terrible at descriptions.
I mean, if two people observe the same thing, that's corroboration. If two people observe the same thing and reach two different conclusions, that's this. Nice.
And that reactivates this rocket boost pad.
It is such a great task that required many hours of concentration to create little sparkles on the ground like sugar candy.
I would actually relate it more to sour candies as opposed to sugared candies.
Yeah, I could see a lot of the more powdery, sugary treats I've seen are usually sour. Oh, I think sugar is like naturally sour when you concentrate it.
I wouldn't know.
It puts a sting in one's mouth. Kind of like.
And waiting for blue. Oh, I guess we're not waiting for blue. There we go.
Nobody should have to wait for
And
blue.
booyah, that's the end of the Ocean Force Point Temple.
Oh.
That's the last time we'll be there.
So now we're gonna put the spellstone back.
Yep. And then the game will be over.
We're gonna save the world. Yay! Blue stars of justice.
Of teleportation.
No, this is no time for playing. I have saved the world by shutting off the fucking gas. Yes, the column of shit has finally ceased rising.
Huh, there's a Crusoe statue in this room.
And it's dead center as though we're supposed to be paying attention to it.
Hell, there are multiple Crusoe statues in this room.
Let's hear what our cinematic director has to say.
And so, the separated continents return back to Saria. The day is saved.
We did it, Fox! Guys, Guys, are you seeing this? Mission complete. What's going on?
Hey! Hey!
Install the spell stones. There must be more to it, Fox.
It's because when you rip off somebody's arm, you don't just put the arm back on and then the guy can start using it again. It's more complicated than that.
Oh yeah.
So what? None of the other Saurians actually had any significant adhesives to apply to the continents.
They're all a bunch of armless freaks.
But now we must walk all the way back to Thorntail Hollow.
Yeah, they teleported us here. You could have teleported us there. Check out the...
No, Slippy, that doesn't help us because we know we need to go
Be
back
sure to check out my dinosaur planet podcast. Like, no, Slippy, no, no, you do not get the fox bump.
I don't care what your Nature Box sponsor code is. I don't actually use Nature Box.
Don't freaking tell me again your link to Patreon. I don't give a shit.
Running. Why can't we fast travel
Why
back?
didn't they just warp us back? I was going to say, this is...
Well, the Krazoa don't have enough power individually to actually warp us back, and it's implied that the Krazoa are the ones that warp us out when we go into the Force Point temples.
Sounds like their driver doesn't want to go beyond the jurisdiction... not jurisdiction. The limits. Property limits. I think they did it so that we could fight this guy just one more time.
Oh, like it matters. We got Ice Blast. Combat died, like, immediately after that.
You still have to kill him.
So? And no, actually, we don't. We could actually have just run past him.
Yeah, true. All it does is just send him back to that spawn point anyway.
So it's new in the world of Cloud.
Kind of coasting right now. Looking forward to a nice camping vacation at the end of this month. 3 days away. Hell yeah.
I personally do not like camping. I like a lot of camping activities, but camping as a whole I do not enjoy.
Were you a Boy Scout?
I was not a Boy Scout, and I am very happy about that.
It is good to be happy about things. Boy Scouts was okay. It showed me camp.
I mean, I did go to a Christian Bible camp over 1 week in the summer one year. That was emotionally scarring.
You were there for a week?
Yep.
Nice. That's yeah, it sounds like my version of Camp Yagu without the crying and the scarring and the tears and the goddamn vines shooting out of the walls. I learned how to sail boats.
I did not learn how to sail boats. I believe that there was a lake, but a lot of our activities were rather strictly like scheduled and such. So I think we only actually got to go swimming like 2 days out of the week that we were there.
But all on a schedule, so like everybody, it's like, okay, everybody, now we're going to have lunch, and after that, we're gonna go sit in the shade.
I don't think they ever bothered to just have us sit down in the shade, but you know, a lot like that.
You know, I totally was not gonna go on forever about Boy Scouts, but I do kind of miss because you haven't experienced it. Let me tell you, like, they wanted you to like pick something and just run with it. If you picked too many things that you wanted to do, you weren't gonna get anything done. You weren't gonna make any merit badge completion or anything like that. So like, I started weaving baskets. And I must have woven...
I am glad that we did not have that. That would have bored the shit out of me.
I must have woven like 2 or 3 baskets because, like, I kind of ran with it. You know, I knew how to weave baskets. Let's weave lots of baskets.
Not yet returned to the planet.
That's how you get good at stuff. by forgetting about it like 13 years later.
Course. But wait, the spirits. They must have something to do with it.
You're right. Without all the spirits, the magic cannot be channeled back into the planet.
Why didn't you tell us this?
Because it was more important to get the spellstones back to stop the forces that were repelling them in the first place. Because
Actually, it's mostly because the spellstones serve two different functions. They are both the siphon of the magical energy and the stopper of the leakage.
oh fuck.
Fully healed Tricky.
But yes, I do agree that it is. Because it's necessary. It doesn't matter that the other thing also is necessary. This has got to get done too. And all the characters are saying, "Oh yeah, I guess that's what that was about."
You guys could have told us that.
The warpstone was.
I mean, that it adds an additional thing onto the Krazoa spirits that honestly is more. It's more important for the sake of the planet than rescuing Crystal, because aside from the one cutscene where we find out that Crystal's in danger and us, attempting to get a hard on while staring at her, there's like Crystal is very unimportant in this game.
She is, yeah. If anything, all she is symbolic of her success itself.
Yeah, we're using her weapon and we play as her during the intro, and then she's gone for the rest of the game.
Well, it's only incidental that what we're doing is going to save her. Why are we going back to the Walled City again?
Because the Walled City has the last Krazoa Spirit Shrine.
Oh yeah. And it begs the question why they didn't have us do this before.
It would have lengthened our stay in the Walled City, which honestly would have been nice, because, again, we were in Walled City for like a part.
Damn it, do you want to waste gasoline in the one trimly car? Do everything in one trip. One trip.
Except groceries. Groceries should be 3 trips.
Fox, you gotta use the brakes, Fox!
I'm trying to use the brake. I don't remember what button it's on. You never actually need to use the brake or the boost.
You know what? Maybe this game just doesn't know how to tell us how to focus. Tells us about mines. We get hit by job. We get hit by doors. We get cold. We do a good job. We do a bad job. Get hit with lasers. We have to dodge the butterflies. Clusterfuck.
Over there, and I got it.
Thank God.
And wait, up here. Yay! We did not get all 10 of them. We missed like the first one, but we got most of them. And new high score.
And this is why they have fixed.
Not that high scores matter.
And this is they have fixed asteroid routes because they knew that we were going to be forced to come back here.
Well, I still would have preferred randomized routes, and honestly, they should have been. This revisit probably should have been the 10 ring one instead of the one for Dragon.
Right. There should be a difficulty scale, and there should be a sequence that tells the game which difficulty it's supposed to publish.
Right.
Fox, on behalf of Dinosaur Planet, I thank you for returning the Spellstones to their rightful place.
For what good it did? If you didn't notice, you're still stuck up here in this floating rock.
It is a nice rock, though.
By removing the Spellstones, Scales caused our planet to tear apart. Returning the stones has stopped the flow of magic energy, but only by the power of the Krazoa spirits will the floating lands return.
Seems like we
Again, these are two halves of the same prophecy. I only heard the first half.
The Queen did not tell us that. We got told that by Pepper, or Peppy.
Once both the Sun and Moonstones are returned to the temple.
I didn't think you were ready for this yet, so I decided to just let you cool off a while, Fox.
Honestly, the reason why the doors aren't opening, I believe, is because the King Earthwalker hadn't yet gotten full control over Walled City as we were leaving. So I'm okay. I'm okay with the doors being closed. I'm not okay with them, saying, "Well, no, you can't do this yet because we're just telling you can't do this yet."
It cannot be done. There is no way.
Alright, I do not do these puzzles very well, which is why in the next part we will be finishing this one.
Block pushing.
It is block pushing puzzles.
Spirit Temple, Ice Cavern, Ganon's Tower. It's coming. There's like one other Legend of Zelda dungeon where they use block pushing.
Don't they use block pushing for the Ice Palace and... No, they don't.
The Great Deku Tree.